A great guy. He had a Taekwondo, uh, basically empire, honestly, in the UK. He had like 7 or 8 Taekwondo places, and he was using HubSpot marketing. He was blogging, using social media and everything. And he was absolutely killing it. I mean, he was getting all sorts of growth in his contacts and everything. And then he called to cancel. And I said, well, this is very interesting because my hypothesis was if you're adding contacts, HubSpot's working. We're creating value for you. And it should be a good thing. So I just called him up and he was very generous with his time. And I asked him how he used it and everything. And I said, well, you're getting all these leads. What are you doing with these leads? And he said, what do you mean? I said, what, I mean, are you calling them? Are you giving them calls to action? Are you engaging with them? And he's like, no, I don't really have time for that. And I'm like, okay, well then see, that's the part that's missing. And if I bring that back to the sort of CFO lens, uh, you know, it's so that attribution is so important. When we think about the investment, we want to tie it all the way to revenue. And if you do that with inbound marketing and match it with a great connection to your CRM and your sales program, you can really nail that attribution. And it's, just makes it easier to understand the return on investment of your marketing dollars.
So that conversation that you had with him, if I backed up and I had several of those, and I'm going, all right, well, let me evaluate where I'm responsible in the failure of the getting it right. And what I realized, I'm very sales oriented. And so I just assumed these organizations were too.
Mm-hmm.
And when I ran into HubSpot, one of the things that really impressed me about HubSpot was they have their act together as far as the sales process. You got a great sales team. You got a great sales process. Mark Greco was the one that and when I
Yeah.
first met him and watched him sell, I was he was my hero. I loved how he did that sales process. But the thing that was missing with my clients, they didn't have that mindset.
Yeah.
And that was a big light bulb for me, is that the process that we integrate, that
Mm-hmm.
needs to be a big mandatory component, or this investment, so to speak, is not, at some point they're going to go, why am I paying for this? I'm not seeing the needle move.